So let's go ahead and look at our Google page and try to actually get some elements on that page and then do something with them. So we're going to go ahead and look at this page here, and what you're typically going to want to do, especially at least in Chrome, is to right click on the element you want and click on inspect element, and usually it'll find that element. And you can see here that we have this input here. Let's go ahead and try and get something into this search field. Let's search for the word Pluralsight. So you can see that this input does have an ID. It's GBQFQ. It also has a class, a name, and it has quite a bit more information here. But really, since we have ID and we know ID is going to be unique, this is probably the best thing that we can use on this page, because ID is also not very likely to change here. Now, it's not very descriptive, and we're going to see how to address that when we start talking about the framework here. But we can definitely use this to uniquely identify this element. So let's go ahead and do that. And the way that we're going to do that is we're just going to call driver.findElement. And since we're just looking for one, we're not looking for an array, we're just going to use findElement. If we knew that there were multiple ones and we wanted to select a particular one in an index, we might use findElements. But in this case, we're just going to say findElement. You can see that it returns back this iWeb element. And then we're going to use this by class. So we're just going to say by dot, and in this case, we're going to say ID. And you can see all the other methods you could use here. So this ID, we're just going to type this in here. And the ID in this case was GBQFQ. So this is going to get our element, and we're going to store this in a variable. We'll call this search box. And remember, the type here is of this iWeb element. And then we're going to take our search box and we're going to call on the search box send keys, and we're going to send the keys Pluralsight. This is going to go ahead and type into that search box. So let's go ahead and run this, and let's see what happens here. So our Chrome loads up. We're going to google.com and we've typed in Pluralsight.